All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eureka, Montana 2021 Divisional Basketball Championships going on here in Eureka, Montana. It is the Bigfork Valkyries taking on the Loyola Breakers here in the first round. And the second game of the day as we get the divisional tournament underway. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals, here with you in Eureka, Montana. 406-270-7384. Text me, let you know you're listening out there. I know we're live and getting ready to go. I had a chance to sit down with the head coach of the Valkyries before the ball game, and this is what she had to say prior to today's tip-off against the Lady Lions. Or excuse me, I'm in Eureka. Loyola, the Breakers.
Well, good afternoon. You're welcome to Divisionals here at Eureka, Montana. It is the Western B opening round games, and next up it'll be the Valkyries taking on the Loyola Breakers. And I'm here with the head coach of the Valkyries, Courtney Gunlock. Well, you're the number 3 seed out of 7B. Overall record on the year is 3-5 in conference and 8-9 overall. And then you're taking on Loyola, who's the number 2 seed, 6-2, 14-3. But one of those losses was to you guys earlier in the year, beaten by 17 at home, and probably one of your best games you played besides the game that you played against Columbia Falls this year. Talk about the regular season and what's gotten you ready for the divisional tournament and how you guys feel today.
We obviously have been off for a week and a half, which is kind of hard. So a hard week of practice, but we ended our regular season kind of on a rough patch. We were missing our leading scorer, rebounder, stealer for the last couple games, and that gave us an opportunity to see where we needed to grow and what we needed to do with some of these other girls to make sure that we step up and we can perform here at Divisionals.
And we talk about you taking on Loyola the game today, and at home you beat them by 17, like I said, one of your best games that you played all year. You guys played defensively, rebounded, was everywhere. Emma was everywhere in that ball game. And then you went down there and you faced them again, but this time you were without 3 starters due to injuries. And I don't count that game. But out of that game, I take a look at what very, very positive was the freshman Callie Gambala, who put up 24 and had a real great fourth quarter. So confidence for her and for you for going to her off the bench.
Yeah, no, Callie stepped up and had a really great game. It was great to have her have that performance because I do think it helped with her confidence. The one thing I will say, when we played Loyola at home, they were missing one of their better players, starters, Clevenger, but we were also missing one of our starters, Alexis Sari, as well. So I think we match up well against them.
Yeah, I think so as well today. Now everybody should have both teams ready to go today, and we'll see how that goes. So I want to talk about your starters being back, because Emma, your leading scorer, rebounder, stealer, she makes your team go. I think. Her leadership this year has just been unbelievable for her as a junior to step up and lead your team, and your team goes as she goes. Now, going into this ball game, is she back and healthy and ready to go?
Yeah, she got to come back to practice on Monday, so that was great to see, and just having her floor leadership is great. It lightened the mood. Everyone seemed to be at ease and kind of back in their comfort zone. So yeah, she's ready to go.
I know they're looking, when you guys played Loyola down the 3 starters, that was a little rough, right? But we knew how that was and how that game was going to be, so not a big deal. And then Anaconda missing just the 1 starter in that ball game, but Emma, your key one. So I'm really looking forward to what you guys got. What do you have to do today against Loyola? What do they do differently now that they have Natalie Clevenger back, who was out for the first ball game, but also you have Alexis Sari, who's been shooting pretty good from the outside, especially from the 3-point range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Clevenger is a big part of their team. She's definitely a good ball handler. I think Lainey got a little frustrated when she played us because she was missing one of her teammates that she looks at to help her bring the ball up. And Clevenger is also just one of those great rebounders. She just kind of has a nose for the ball. Definitely Alexis adds a lot of speed to our team and outside shooting, and she's just a great rebounder.
Yeah, I know in that one game, she seemed to get a little frustrated, and you could see she really just picked up her intensity and really just started to play and was, draining those threes from the corner late in the year. So that was exciting to see. I think that was against a Mission at home, if I remember correctly, where she really stepped up for you guys.
Yeah, we always tease Alexis. We always tell her she plays better when she's mad, so we always try to get her a little mad before games start.
Well, how do you go about doing that, Coach?
I don't know.
I'll just kind of make fun of her or whatever. But every player gets going a different way. So I'm looking forward to this third time playing. I really don't count the second one because, you guys didn't have your full team there, obviously, right? And they had their full team down there. So this is going to be a telltale sign. A big one because you take care of this, it puts you in the semifinals, right? And this year, from the West, we get 3 teams out of the West to go to state. I don't want to jump ahead on that, but let's take care of one ball game at a time.
Yeah, no, it's one ball game at a time, and we're just happy to be playing here, and we know that if we bring our A game, we could beat any team here.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Western B is kind of wide open, and if you guys play the way you can and the way you guys gelled and played at the end of the season with everybody there, I think you're a very dangerous team. Young team, but dangerous team if everybody steps up and does what they're capable of doing.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I hope that's the team we bring tonight.
All right, Coach. Thanks again for joining me on the pregame. Good luck today as you take on the Loyola Breakers, and let's go Vals.
Go Vals.
All right, head coach Courtney Gunlock on the pregame show. We got about 7 minutes till tip-off here. It's game number 2. It is the Valkyries taking on the Loyola Breakers here in Divisional, the 2021 Western B Divisional here from Eureka, Montana. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes of the Vals, here with you. Pregame brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. For all your grocery needs, including an amazing bakery and deli, 8111 Highway 35 and Bigfork, 837-5010. Talked in a little bit with Marcus Pagos this morning. Wishing the girls luck today, and a great sponsor of Bigfork Athletics all season long and throughout the postseason. So we appreciate Marcus Pagos and the folks at Bigfork Harvest Foods. Hey, take a look at your starting lineups. Well, let's talk about both teams. On the year, the Valkyries are 8-9. That lost the final 2 games of the season against Loyola and against Anaconda, but then again, we were missing 3 starters against Loyola and our Emma Beth against Anaconda down there. So today, they're back facing Loyola. They beat it by 17 a few weeks back, and just this last week, lost pretty good, but missing Scout Nadeau, Emma Beth, and Audrey Benz, and that really changed that, and that didn't change the seeding for the divisional tournament right now here in Eureka. Well, get ready to go underway, and look at the overall records for both teams. Got to find this in this. Man, like I said, the Valkyries are 8-9 overall, 3-5 in league is how they finished. So they finished 3rd, and the number 3 seed, Loyola, finished 2nd, and it's number 2 seed at 6-2. And 14-3 overall. One of those losses against Bigfork, and a great ball game that the coach talked about how they played against Loyola. So don't know how to play today. It's good to have Emma Barrett back, the leading scorer, the rebounder, and steal, and their leader on the court. So ready for today's ball game. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting lineup is brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. What's going on at the Montana Athletic Club? Lots going on. Cardio machines, internet-capable screens, state-of-the-art life fitness and hammer strength weight machines, gymnasium, basketball court, swimming pool, locker rooms, Pilates, aerobics, yoga, spin studios, indoor racquetball, squash, and outdoor courts for tennis. Well, looks like the snow might be clearing up. You'll be able to play some tennis here soon. Hex Indoor Tanning Bed, on-site Ask a Trainer desk, concierge desk, the MISA Functional Training Area, Jungle Gym Daycare, new recovery room. Up there, locker rooms, lots at the Montana Athletic Club. Doug and Nancy Mellon and the folks there, thank them for sponsoring Bigfork Athletics. So your starters for the Valkyries today. It will be Emma Beth back in the starting lineup, a 5'8" junior guard, wearing number 11. The captain, Audrey Benz, number 14, 5'4", senior guard. At guard and power forward, 5'9", sophomore, number 15, Madison Chapius. Talked about Alexis Sari. Shooting from the outside at small forward, a 5'6" junior, number 21 is Alexis Sari. And back in the middle at 5'11", power forward, sophomore, number 22, Scout Nadeau. Head coach Courtney Gullock, assisted by Jasper Torres and Brandy Couture. Starting lineup for the Breakers of Loyola. It'll be 5'7" senior guard, number 1, Brooke Twite. Natalie Clevenger, who didn't play last time, we're at wing, a 5'8" junior, number 2, Natalie Clevenger. In the post at 6 foot even, senior, number 3, Lainey Denning. And the captain, number 5, 5'8" junior guard, Lainey Walker. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Breakers, they put 5'7" senior guard, number 20, Kelsey Esch. For head coach Travis Walker, assisted by Lee Campbell, Chris Clevenger, and Seth Lindauer. That's your starting lineups for today's ball game here. Brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. All right, about 3 minutes till tip here in Eureka, Montana. And we'll be back with a tip between the Bigfork Valkyries and the Loyola Breakers here from Eureka, Montana. All right, welcome back to Eureka, Montana. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows. 406-270-7384. It's the Valkyries taking on the Loyola Breakers. The Loyola in their white, they'll be the home team with the red number, and light blue lettering on the front of their jersey. And for the Valkyries in their black with blue lettering, blue trim, and red numbers here today. Their bench is down here on the right, so we'll head right to left to start off the ball game. Left to right for Loyola. And we'll get underway here momentarily. Officials getting things wrapped up. Hey, if you didn't check the first ball game, so the winner of this ball game will take on Eureka Lady Lions with a 44-29 victory over Deer Lodge. They struggled early the first half. Deer Lodge really came out to play and gave them a hard time for the first 2 quarters. And then Eureka able to pull away in the fourth quarter and win that one 44-29. The loser of this ball game will take on Deer Lodge at 8 a.m. Loser out ball game tomorrow morning, and we'll see how that pans out. The winner takes on the Lady Lions, like I said, tomorrow night at 6:30 here in Eureka, Montana, and we'll have all these ball games here for the Divisional tournament from Eureka. I'll be broadcasting all the games live. Get a chance to come up, watch the ball game. If you can't, listen here. And we're about ready to get underway here from Eureka, Montana.
That masks are still required to attend this event. We'll go straight into starting lineups. First, for the Bigfork Valkyries. A 5'8" junior, number 11, Emma.
So, Brendan Miller, the athletic director for Eureka, doing the starting lineup for the Valkyries. First 2 are the visitors on the scoreboard, or guests. Here.
Number 15,
And announcing them It's kind of nice. Eureka has all of the starting lineup songs for each team, and going to play those before the game as they get underway here. And Scout Nadeau in the post. That power forward for the Valkyries here in Eureka, Montana. Quite a big crowd here. I think they can fit up to 200 from each side, so Bigfork on this side sitting behind, mostly behind the Bigfork bench. And the Loyola with their cheerleaders and a few fans, probably 20, I'd probably say maybe around 40 to 40 for Loyola on the far side. And introducing the breakers right now. Clevenger starting for Loyola. Last time in Bigfork, she was unable to play, and now back.
Junior, number 5, Lady Walker. And number 5, senior, number 20, Kelsey.
And doing the starting lineups. And getting the starting lineups.
And a 6-foot senior, number 3, Lady Denny.
So a little mix up in what the book says for starting lineups, so they got it right. And everybody introduced. And ready to get underway. Left to right. Loyola will travel, and right to left, the Valkyries ready for tip-off here. It'll be Madison Chapius tipping it up against Laney Denny. And Bigfork's drum line here. Getting ready to play. So we're ready to tip it off here as the Valkyries take on the Breakers here in the second game of the tournament. Tipped out, and Elsh with the basketball for Loyola. She'll go to the top of the key. And guarded there by Sari. Brooke Twite, guarded by Emma Beth. Backdoor and stolen away, knocked away. Audrey Ben steals it away. His pass meant for Lady Walker. Quickly up, gets it to Beth. Beth on the left side will pull up. 3-point shot and away. Oh, off the Scout Nadeau, nearly grabbing the rebound. Knocked away by Lady Walker. And it'll be Bigfork basketball underneath. Ben's the inbound. Chapius runs backdoor, looking. Throws it out to Chapius, top of the key. Chapius 3-point shot on the way, short off, and running it down, trying to run it down. It is run down by Loyola's Laney Denning. Gets it to Twite. Twite quickly up to Clevenger. Clevenger will kick it over the corner to Esch. Esch in the left corner, back out to Brooke Twite. Guarded there by Emma Beth. And Twite in the drive, puts it off the backboard and good for 2. And a 2-0 lead for Loyola. Benz with the basketball, pressure put on, full court. Pressing pressure by Loyola. Benz with the basketball, gets it across to Sari back out to Benz. Top of the key, Benz will look to set it up for Bigfork. Looks underneath, finds Scout Nadeau. Nadeau turns around, looks. Should have just shot it. Kicks it out to Chapius, top of the key to Benz. Benz will get it into Sari. Sari looking underneath to Nadeau. Nadeau goes up for the basket. The shot and gets fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. Got fouled by number 5, Laney Walker, her first team foul. 6:49 to go here on your UPS Store scoreboard. And Scout Nadeau to the line. She'll get 2. And first one off the back of the rim. The backboard, no good. She'll get 1 more as the Valkyries trail early, 2-0 on your UPS Store scoreboard. Second shot by Nadeau. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Clevenger. So bring it up. Chapius right there. Up to Twite. Twite looking to shoot a 3-point, but Beth right there. Denning from the corner for 3, no good. And Chapius looking to grab it. Scout Nadeau grabs the loose ball, gets it back to Chapius. Chapius looking up to Nadeau. Nadeau, right wing. She'll get up to Beth. Knocked away by Esch. Beth will come up with it. And she throws it out to Sorry. And Beth comes up limping just a little bit. Out to Benz. Benz top of the key. In the middle. Sorry on the left wing. Back to Benz. Benz looking. Kicks it to Chapius. Chapius looking. Underneath. Finds Beth. Beth up off the backboard rim. No good. And rebounded by Esch. She'll get out to Walker. Walker up the right side for Loyola. She's looking to drive right there. Knocked away by Sorry. And looks like it'll remain Loyola basketball with 5:55 to go. Here 2-0. Loyola leads the Valkyries on the UPS Store scoreboard. Walker to inbound for Loyola. She gets it out to Esch. Esch top of the key. Got it by Sorry. So the Valkyries in a man-to-man defense. And gets it over to Walker. Walker got it by Benz. And Benz takes Walker over to the left side. Lady Walker looking to drive. Slapped away by Benz. She retains it. And she throws it away nearly. Denning, and there, Sorry steps in front of the pass meant for Esch. She's going to take it all the way off the backboard, no good. And following it up is Scout Nadeau, and off her foot, and it'll be Loyola basketball with 5:30 to go. And the Valkyries trailing 2-0 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. Inbound to Denning, Walker, guarded by Benz. Walker will bring across the timeline. Walker in the corner to Esch on the right wing. Back out to Walker. Walker skips it far side. Brooke Dwight can't get off the three-point shot. She'll kick it out to Walker. Top of the key over to Esch on the right wing. In the corner. Clevenger's shot blocked by Bigfork. And out of bounds. It'll remain Loyola basketball. 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Tight defensive ball game here. Three-point shot, no good. Nadeau didn't go after it. Blocked out Denning really well. Esch comes up with a loose ball. And she'll bring it to the top of the key, guarded by Sorry. Esch looking. Dwight with a screen. Underneath. Trying to get it to Natalie Clevenger. Back underneath to Denning. Off the backboard, no good. And Beth comes up with a rebound. Beth quickly up the court for Bigfork. And 4 or 5 breakers right there. Gets it over to Sorry. Sorry over to Audrey Benz. Top of the key. In the corner. Scout Nadeau, three-point shot and away. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Dwight. And Dwight will bring it up with 4:32 to go in the first quarter. Top of the key is Dwight. Guarded by Beth. Dwight trying to go. Blocked out of bounds. And a nice block there by Emma Beth. And it'll remain Loyola basketball with 4:25 to go. 2-0. Loyola leads Bigfork. On the ground as whistle blows. 15. That's Madison Chapius, her first team foul. And Walker will inbound for Loyola. Looking, trying to find Clevenger. Out to Esch. Esch at the free throw line, looking to drive on Sorry. Esch is shot short, and battling for it is Sorry. Comes up, Dwight comes up with the rebound. Over to Laney Walker on the left wing. She puts up a three-point shot and makes it from the left wing by Laney Walker. And Loyola leads 5-0 on the UPS Store scoreboard. Benz quickly up, gets it to Chapius. Chapius looking at Nate, finds Nadeau wide open. Layup too strong and rebounded there by Denning. She'll give it over to Dwight. Back to Walker. Walker top of the key. Bigfork's got to make those shots. Walker guarded by Benz. Kicks it out. Esch, three-point shot from the left wing. Off the rim, no good. Chapius with the rebound. And quickly up the left side goes Chapius. She crosses over to the right. Guarded by Esch. And she'll give it out to Benz. Benz. Top of the key for Bigfork. Right wing. Chapius. Underneath. Nadeau scores off the backboard for 2. A nice pass by Madison Chapius with 3:27 to go. Walker, top of the key, will give over to Esch on the right wing. Esch looking to drive in the corner. Brooke Dwight can't get the shot off. Kicks it out to Esch. Esch right wing. Walker, top of the key. Walker looking to drive on Beth. Puts it off the backboard as he dips underneath and scores it for 2. There's Laney Walker. Benz with a basketball for Bigfork. Gives it over to Beth. Beth will get up to Chapius. Chapius looking. She's going to drive all the way up, under, crossover, off the backboard, no good. Chapius misses it. Dwight gets the rebound, and she'll give it up to Walker. Walker quickly over to Esch on the left wing. Esch looking to drive. And timeout taken by Loyola. Number 23, Linnea Schaefer coming in the ball game for the Breakers. 2:46 to go here in quarter number 1. It is the Loyola Breakers 7, New Bigfork Valkyries 2. New Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. We'll be back more in the first quarter here from Loyola, as Loyola leads Bigfork 7-2. And be back here in Eureka, Montana. Well, we're back here in Eureka. Here in the first quarter, Valkyries trail 7-2 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard with 2:46 to go here in quarter number 1. It's Loyola basketball underneath their own basket on the far side. Walker will inbound for the Breakers. She finds Denning wide open, puts up a shot, and Chapius will come down with the rebound for Bigfork. Chapius quickly looking up, dribbling up the court. Quick sophomore. Gets in the corner as Callie Gambala checked in for Bigfork during the break. Just missed that. And number 24, Gambala, the freshman for the Valkyries. So Chapius looking. Inbound, gets it into Gambala. Gambala on the right wing, back out to Chapius. Chapius looking underneath the scout, they do. Denning knocks it away and gives it up to Esch for Loyola. Esch for the basketball, guarded by Sari. Valkyries in a man-to-man defense. Schaefer over to Brooke Dwight. Dwight guarded by Gambala. Esch guarded by Sari. Knocked away by Audrey Benz. Doing a great job there on Laney Walker with 2:12 to go. Number 53, Evelyn DeShans checking in. Wearing number 53 for Loyola. Tipped right to 32, Linnea Schaefer, she puts it up and in. And a 9-2 Loyola lead with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Gets it up, sorry, on the left side. Back out to Benz. Benz will bring it to the top of the key, looks underneath. Finds Gambala. Gambala underneath to Scout Nadeau. On the floor, the foul's called against Loyola. And we'll see who that is against. Fouls on number 32, Linnea Schaefer. Emma Barrett back in the lineup. As she went down, she had that check. Gambala back out. Scout Nadeau to Sari on the inbounds. Underneath, Sari gets it back from Benz and scores it off the backboard for Scout Nadeau with the first 4 points for Bigfork. Underneath, 9-4, 1:35 to go. Esch, left wing, over to Walker. Right wing to Brooke Dwight. Dwight's 3-point shot on the way. Rebounded by Chapius, who's already got 3 or 4 rebounds for the Valkyries. Leading the way. Gets it up to Beth. Beth looking to drive. Takes it up, under, off the backboard, and goal, scores it for 2. Does Emma Beth to pull the Valkyries within 3. Lady Walker looking to drive. Beth right there, knocked away by Benz, and that'll be a foul on Bigfork. Number 11, Madison Jacobson checking in for Brooke Dwight. First one on Ben's second team foul. Walker to inbound near side under their own basket. Gets it out, Esch. Esch top of the key. Guarded by Sari, kick it over to Walker. Walker from the right wing, 3-point shot. Rattles down and scores the 3-pointer. And a 12-6 Loyola Breakers lead on the Valkyries. Benz quickly gets it up to Sari. Sari looking. Gets it over to Benz. Benz bring it out to the top of the key. Over to Sari, left wing. Sari, 3-point shot. No good. And out of bounds. It'll be turned over on the missed basket by Sari to Loyola. And number 2, Natalie Clevenger back in. For Loyola, returning for the Valkyries, number 24, Callie Gambala. And 46.9 to go here in quarter number 1. A 12-6 Loyola lead on the Valkyries on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Walker gets it over to Schaefer. Schaefer out to Clevenger. Back out to Jacobson. Jacobson to Walker. throws it away as Walker tried to hit Schaefer on the far side on the skip pass. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be Big Fork basketball. 30.3 to go here, quarter number 1. And the Valkyries trailing by 6. Beth to the backcourt, dribbling it up court. Hit over to Sari. Sari on the left wing. Sari looking back to Beth. Beth, 3-point shot on the way. Bounces off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Deschamps. And Walker quickly up the court for Loyola with 10 seconds to go. Walker in the corner. She'll give it up to Schaefer. Schaefer will give Jacobson. Back to Clevenger. Clevenger will drive. Throws it up and scores the bucket as she got fouled. And the basket will count by Clevenger. And the foul's on 21. Alexis Sari, that's her third team foul. And Clevenger to the line to shoot one. Makes it 1.9 to go here in quarter number 1. 15-6 on the Big Fork Harvest Food scoreboard. Chapius, a long launch would have been good, but falls short, And 15-6, Loyola Breakers lead the Big Fork Valkyries on the Big Fork Harvest Food scoreboard after one quarter here from Eureka, Montana in the 2021 Big Fork Divisional playoffs. They do back in for the Valkyries, and I'll be back here with quarter number 2 from Eureka, Montana. All right, welcome back. We're heading to the second quarter. Valkyries trail 15-6 on the Big Fork Harvest Food scoreboard by Big Fork. And checking in the ball game for the Valkyries, number 30, Callie Martins. So Loyola making their baskets when they need to. Big Fork can't seem to buy one right now. Esch will give it out to Walker. Walker top of the key, looking to drive. Back to Esch, left wing in the corner. Laney Denning turns around, but she took steps before she took that shot. It'll be a turnover to the Valkyries. 6:58 to go here till halftime. The Valkyries trail 18-6 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. In the bends for Big Fork, looking as pressure put on by Loyola. To Beth, back to Benz across the timeline. Back to Beth. Beth looking long three by Beth and drains it. 3 feet behind the arc. Barrett drains it. Nothing but the bottom of the net by the junior leader. In the corner to Esch. Esch looking to drive. Loses it. And right there, Scout Nadeau will come up with it with the loose ball and foul called. Number 20, Kelsey Esch, her third team foul. Gambala comes in the ball game to give Chapius a rest, and Gambala will inbound to Beth in the backcourt. 18-9. Beth will give it over to Benz. Benz will cross, give it up to Martins. Martins will give it to Gambala. Gambala gets over Nadeau. Nadeau pulls back, shoots up the 2-point shot just short, and Clevenger comes up with it for Loyola. Right there. And as Benz harassing Clevenger nearly causes the turnover, and off of Big Fork, it'll be Loyola basketball. Walker inbounding on the other side. Gives it out to Brooke Twite. Twite looking. Esch, top of the key. Esch guarded by Beth, as Benz guards Walker. Over to Clevenger, guarded by Callie Gambala. Clevenger, and kicked away by Big Fork, by Scout Nadeau. It'll remain Loyola basketball. 5:59 to go. 18-9 as Loyola doubles up the Valkyries. And Walker will inbound for Big Fork. Gets it to Clevenger. Clevenger rights through it. Middle. Benz just stands her ground right there. And dribbles up the court. And a good no call on the drive by Clevenger. Fouls on number 5, Laney Walker. That's her second. And the 14th foul on Loyola with 5:54 to go till halftime. Gambala will inbound to Benz in the backcourt. And Loyola back it off their pressure. Now as Benz crosses the timeline for Bigfork. So give it over. Martins tries to get it into Nadeau. Nadeau will kick it out to Gambala. Gambala in the corner. Gets it out to Martins. Martins back out to Benz. Benz top of the key for Bigfork. She's looking. Gets it out. Gambala up and under. Nice move by Gambala. No foul called. And knocked away by Bigfork's Beth. As Clevenger comes up with it, it'll be Loyola basketball. 5:27 to go and 18-9 on the UPS Store scoreboard as Valkyries trail by 9. Madison Chapey is checking back in for Bigfork. And she'll replace Scout Nadeau and give her a breather with 5:27 to go till halftime. Into Dwight, back to Walker. Walker, pressure put on by Bigfork. In the corner, Esch. The ball right there. Stolen away by Beth. She steps in front of the pass minute for Walker. There goes Beth. She had crossover. Take it all the way out the backboard and good. As Emma Beth drives the lane and scores 2 for the Valkyries. Within 7. Chapius nearly stealing it away as the pass was intended for Esch from Dwight in the front court. And 32, Linnea Schaefer back in replacing Dwight for Loyola. 5:03 to go here to halftime. The Valkyries within 7 at 18-11. Walker with the basketball. We'll give it over to Schaefer. Schaefer looking. Dropping in the court. Laney Denning knocked away. Gambala grabs it. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Is knocked out of bounds by number 2, Natalie Clevenger. Martins goes out. And Sari comes back in. And Chapius will get it into Beth. Beth for the basketball. Looking. Give it to Madison, Chapius. Chapius back, and Benz brings it across the timeline. In the corner finds Beth, and held ball between Beth and Clevenger. Held ball, and possession belongs to Loyola as the arrow points their way. Beth fixing her knee. She dinged it up, a little injured. So Clevenger will inbound to Walker. Walker, little pressure zone defense by Bigfork in the corner. Laney Denning, shot, no good. Chapius quickly with the rebound, pushing it up court is Chapius. Gets it out. Emma Beth thought about the 3, long 3, steps in, launches it, and Gambala tries to save it but steps on the end line. It will be Loyola basketball. Emma Beth to take a seat. Scout Nadeau. Check back in for Bigfork. 4:21 to go, 18-11. The Valkyries trail. Not a very high-scoring game. A defensive battle here between these two as Walker quickly up. Esch will get it up to Clevenger. Clevenger pulls up baseline jumper, scores 2 for Loyola. And into Benz. Benz with the basketball. Gets it over to Sari. Sari tipping it back. Stolen away. Knocked away. Esch comes up with a loose ball. Walker will give it to Clevenger, but she can't handle the pass. Right at her knees and turnover by Loyola. Is number 14, Giovanna Horner, checking in for Loyola. 3:53 to go. The Valkyries trail 20-11 on UPS Store scoreboard. Benz over to Chapius. Chapius looking across the timeline and gets it up. Gambala. Gambala's got to attack out a 3-on-2. Corner. Scout Nadeau looking to drive up and under. Nadeau blocked. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. And right there is Sari battling with Schaefer. Oh, check that. A foul called on Sari, her second 14th foul. Brooke Dwight back in for Clevenger for Loyola. And Emma Beth will come in for Gambala. Esch back in for Loyola. Replacing Horner. I think their little matchup thing when Beth's in, they got to be at full strength. Does Loyola. Into Walker with 3:32 to go. Walker looking to drive all the way. And no call. Ball goes out of bounds. And off a Bigfork. And it'll be Loyola basketball on the far side into their own basket with 3:25 to go. Walker gets it out to Esch. Esch, top of the key. Looking to drive is Esch. Drives in and gets fouled. She throws up a wild shot, misses everything, but she'll go to the free throw line. Alexis Sari with her third personal and 15 foul. Esch to the line to shoot 2 for Loyola with 3:23 to go. First shot by Esch is up and good. And Callie Martins will replace Sari with the 3 personals with 3:23 to go. Esch one more for Loyola as they lead by 10. Second shot up the rim, no good. Rebounded by Chapius. Chapius with the basketball. Will give it up to Benz. Benz will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Looking to set up. Martins. Out to Benz. Benz top of the key. Trying to get it underneath the bed. Callie Martins, 3-point shot on the way, no good. Chapius with the rebound takes it up. And taken away by Schaefer. Schaefer will get up to Walker. Walker looking. Knocked it off her foot, but Schaefer comes up with it back to Walker. Far side, Esch, right wing, 3-point shot on the way is good by Kelsey Esch. And timeout taken by Bigfork. And 2:43 to go to halftime. The Valkyries trail 24-11 on your Montana Athletic Cup scoreboard. We're back here with more of the first half from Eureka, Montana in the 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. All right, we're back here in Eureka, Montana, 2021 Divisional Basketball Tournament. As the Valkyries trail here with 2:43 to go here in the first half on your Montana Athletic Cup scoreboard. It is Loyola 24 and Bigfork 11. So struggling offensively actually are both teams here in the first half. And Bigfork extremely. Benz will get it, crosses the timeline for Bigfork. They tried to get it into Beth. Beth, look at Scout Nadeau on the right wing. Nearly loses it. Nadeau kicks it out, gets it out to Martins. Back to Beth. We'll give it over to Benz. Benz in the corner. Chapius. Chapius with the basketball, right wing. Tries to feed it to Benz. Taken away by Twite. And a diving Chapius saves it from going out of bounds. And Bigfork, Martins picks it up, gives it up to Beth. Beth, top of the key, looking, fakes the 3-point shot. Give it over to Benz. Benz looking, top of the key. Gets it in the corner. Scout Nadeau can't handle the pass, a little bit high and out of bounds. Turnover by Bigfork. Clevenger back in the lineup for Loyola, replacing Denning with 2:01 to go. Inbound to Walker from Twite. Walker across the timeline. Looking to drive all the way wide open. And nearly blocked by Nadeau. Rebounded there by Callie Martins. Martins quickly out to Benz. Benz looking. Gets it over to Beth. Can't save it out of bounds. The Valkyries just throwing the basketball around and turning it over, not giving himself an opportunity. As number 24, Callie Gambala, will replace Callie Martins for the Valkyries. 1:43 to go. So Bigfork's got to step it up a little bit here with 1:40 to go here, first half. Over to Schaefer from Walker, back to Walker. Walker, top of the key. Pressure put on by Bigfork. Look, Twite, right wing, back out to Walker. Walker over to Schaefer in the corner to Esch. Esch looking, Bigfork. Over to Brooke Twite. And Loyola doing the same thing, throwing it around. And a turnover by them. And it'll be Bigfork basketball. 1:22 to go here at halftime, 24-11, as Benz comes to the top of the key. He's got to take that shot. In the corner, Kali Gambala will give it over. Scout Nadeau pass a little strong. Esch comes up with a loose ball. As Scout Nadeau can't handle the pass. Walker looking, fakes the three, drives off the backboard, no good, but she'll go to the free throw line to get two. As a foul called on Bigfork. Second foul on Madison Chapias, 16th foul. So it's on the floor. And Callie Martins, Callie Gambala, Chapias, Beth, and Ben's in for Bigfork. Gets it into Esch. Esch top of the key. Looking. Esch under a minute to go here in the first half. Esch with the basketball. Give it over to Walker. Walker going to hold it. Try to hold for the last shot. And try to Bigfork out to put some pressure on her. She'll give it up to Clevenger. Clevenger guarded by Chapias. Will kick it out to Esch. Esch back to Jacobson. Jacobson back out to Walker. Walker deal, half court. Looking to drive. Pulls up, throws up a floater off the backboard. No good. And comes up the home rebound. Twite, three-point shot from the right wing is good by Brooke Twite. 20 seconds to go. And Loyola takes a timeout. As Schaefer will come back in for Loyola. 19.4 to go. Nadeau back in for Bigfork. Getting back in for Loyola. And 27-11 on the UPS scoreboard. Valkyries trail by 16 here at halftime. And Bigfork Drumline playing here. And the cheerleaders here as well for both teams. Here, performance by the Bigfork cheerleaders and cheer studs coming up at halftime. So you got Beth, Chapias, Benz, Martins, and Nadeau for Loyola. Loyola going to put on full court pressure. And Esch guarding Beth. And we'll get it into Benz. Benz with the basketball. Crosses the timeline for Bigfork. Give it over. Martins, top of the key. Shot by Benz, no good. Bounce around. Esch comes up with a rebound for Loyola with 5 seconds to go. And shot short. Denning puts it back up off the glass and good right at the buzzer. And the bucket counts. So your halftime score is Loyola Breakers 29, the Bigfork Valkyries 11, and some soul searching to do at halftime for Bigfork in the second half. I'll be back with your halftime stats here from Eureka, Montana, and bring those to you momentarily. All right, welcome back to Eureka, Montana. 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. And halftime brought to you by the UPS Store. For all your printing and shipping needs, including banners and posters, 439 Grand Avenue, Bigfork, Montana, 837-2002. Let's take a look at your halftime stats as the Valkyries trail on the UPS Store board 29-11 here at halftime. And let me pull up those stats and bring those to you right here. Here we go. First of all, for Loyola, putting up 29. Dwight with 2 big threes in the second quarter, 6, 8 overall, 4 or 5 for Clevenger, 2 for Laney Denning, 8 also for Laney Walker, and 4 for Kelsey S. 2 for Schaefer as well. Coming off the bench, or Schaefer scoring 2, 15 in the first, 14 in the second, including that last basket, the last minute for Loyola. For the Valkyries, Emma Beth with 7, 2 in the first, 5 in the second, and trying to get underway. That three-pointer was like 3 or 4 feet behind the arc. 4 by Scout Nadeau, and 2, that's the only scoring is by Beth and Nadeau. He get some of these other girls going. 6 in the first, 5 in the second for 11 overall, and hopefully they'll come out better in the second half. Put some pressure on and get back in this ball game between them and Loyola, because the winner of this ball game plays tomorrow night at 6:30. The loser has to get up early and play at 8 a.m. right here in loser out action, and they'll take on Deer Lodge, the Lady Wardens. Loser out game, and the semifinal game will be the Eureka Lady Lions. The home team, the host here, will take on the winner of this ball game. Well, about 5 minutes till the second half, and I'll be back here momentarily from Eureka, Montana. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vows, bringing you the 2021 Divisional Western B Basketball Tournament here from Eureka, Montana. All right, welcome back to Eureka, Montana. Getting ready to start the second half. Looks like the same starters for Loyola. It's Dwight, Clevenger, Denning, Walker, and Esch as they lead 29-11 on the UPS store scoreboard for the Valkyries. Same starters. It is Barrett, Benz, Chapius, Sari, and Nadeau. It'll be Bigfork basketball to start the second half here. And the Valkyries, a lot of work to do as they trail by 18. So they need to come out with a good third quarter, get things started. Benz will give him a chase. Back to Benz. Benz up top the key, fakes the three-pointer, kicks underneath Nadeau. Nadeau quickly off the glass and scores 2 on Denning. And 2 points for Nadeau, leading the way for Bigfork. And Dwight will kick it in the corner to Denning. Clevenger's blocked there by Nadeau. So Nadeau getting it done by both ends. And Benz drops. Held ball. And possession arrow will point towards Loyola. As Scout Nadeau blocks the shot, kicks it out to Benz. Benz ties it up with Walker. And it'll be Loyola basketball. In the corner, Denning, 3-point shot from the left corner, off, no good. Nadeau with the rebound. Chapius will quickly get it up to Benz. Benz across the timeline for Bigfork. Over to Chapius, back to Benz. Chapius now, 3-point shot off the rim and no good. And Walker comes up with a rebound for Loyola. Pressure put on in the backcourt. And gives it up to Clevenger. Clevenger will give it over to Dwight. Dwight in the corner to Denning, right corner. Give it up to Clevenger and taken away as Clevenger can't handle it. Chapius comes up with a loose ball, gives it up to Benz. Top of the key, right wing to Sari, back to Benz underneath. Tries to feed it into Sari and knocked away by Denning. It will be Bigfork basketball. It is Bigfork basketball as Denning knocked it out of bounds for Loyola. And Benz will inbound on the far side underneath their own basket. Benz looking. Gets it under to Sari. Held ball. Arrow points towards Bigfork. So Bigfork struggling to get the ball in. Benz throws it up, gives it to Sari, and ties it up with Clevenger. And Benz will inbound again here on the near side for Bigfork. Looking. Finds it out. Throws it as Sari cuts in. And Benz thought she was going to cut back. It'll be Loyola basketball underneath. And Bigfork looking to put some pressure on with 6:45 to go here in quarter number 3. Trailing 29-13. Dwight will get it into Walker. Walker up the right side. Pressure put on by Sari. Esch in the right corner. Gives it up to Clevenger. Clevenger puts it off the backboard. Does not drop, and she gets fouled, so she'll head to the free throw line. Fouls on Emma Beth. Her first team foul in the second half, and Clevenger to the line to shoot 2. First shot up and good by Clevenger. Second shot no good. Chapius comes up with a rebound for Bigfork. Quickly up, going all the way to the hole, off the backboard. Good by Madison Chapius as she drives coast to coast for the Valkyries. Quickly up, Esch across the timeline, looking to attack. Gets it over to Denning. Denning looking back out to Walker. Walker top of the key. And to Clevenger. Walker looking to drive baseline. Kicks it out, gives it to Esch. Esch on the drive, throws it up, and off the backboard and drops for Esch. And timeout taken by Bigfork. 5:57 to go. Here in quarter number 3, 32-15. The Valkyries trail on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And take a look. I got to take care of some business here. broadcasting here at Divisionals. So Bigfork Valkyries cheerleaders and cheer studs performed at halftime, and nice job by them as they did that at halftime. Here, 32-15. Trying to get this up. And inbound Beth, we're inbound to Benz with 5:56 to go here in the first. Benz will get over right wing, back out to Benz. Scout Nadeau, take it up and under, off the glass, does not drop, and Clevenger comes up with a rebound for Loyola. So Bigfork not getting the bucket to drop. Esch will take it top of the key for Loyola. So get over to Twite, right wing, baseline to Walker. Walker driving baseline, and stolen away by Bigfork. And Beth comes up with it. Dribbles as she gets it up. Tries to get it to Sari. Sari with the basketball for Bigfork. And she'll throw it away. She meant it for Benz and throws it out of bounds. And Callie Gambala and Callie Martins will come in for the Valkyries, replacing Chapius and Sari. And Walker gives it up to Twite. Twite looking, dribbling, left side. Will give it up, Clevenger. Clevenger drives baseline, puts it up, hits the back side of the rim, no good. And Martins comes up with a rebound for Bigfork. Looking, gets it over to Benz. Benz with the basketball. Now crossing the timeline, 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Benz will give it to Gambala. Gambala looking to drive. Baseline. Scout Nadeau puts it up. Denning comes up with a miss for Loyola, gives it up to Walker. Walker with the basketball, gives it over to Twite. Twite left wing, will get back it out to Walker. Walker looking to drive, up, kicks it underneath the Denning. Misses his shot, gets her own rebound, puts it back up and got fouled. So Denning will come in line, that's the second personal on Emma Beth. And a second team foul. 4:36 to go here in quarter number 3. And Denning to the line to shoot 2. First shot is up. Gets in front of the rim and rolls over the top and is good. JP is back in for Gambala for Bigfork. And the second shot is good. 34-15, 4:36 to go. Chapius gives it to Benz. Benz pressure put on by Laney Walker, the backcourt, and she backs up on defense now. And Benz will cross the timeline. Gives it to Martins. Martins will give it up to Chapius. Chapius is fouled as she catches the basketball underneath. And fouls on number 3, Laney Denning. That's her first team foul on Loyola. Benz, Chapius, 3-point shot from the right corner. Off the rim, no good, but Nadeau right there with the rebound. Baseline puts up the jumper and drops from Bigfork with 4:15 to go, 34-17. Valkyries trail on the UPS Store scoreboard. Esch, right wing of the basketball. Kicks it out to Walker, guarded by Martins. In the corner to Clevenger. Clevenger back out to Esch, nearly stolen by Martins. And gets it back out to Walker at the top of the key. Walker being trapped by Benz and Martins in the corner. Clevenger from the left wing drains the 3-point shot for Loyola and quickly into Beth. And Beth, top of the key, looking. Gets it over to Benz. Benz, top of the key for Bigfork. In the corner, Martins. Martins on the left wing. Back out to Benz. Benz thought about the 3-point shot. Gives it over to Martins. Martins back to Benz. Benz got to take that shot. Gets it into Chapius. Chapius looking. Walker, Gardner. Looks underneath. Martins. Martins with the basketball. Gets it up. Picks it up. And she'll give it over to Chapius. Chapius right wing for Bigfork. Give it out to Benz. Benz top of the key. Over to Martins on the left wing. Back out to Benz will give it to Chapius, right wing for Bigfork. Underneath, Scout Nadeau. Nadeau take it up. Clear path to the basket and scores two. The Scout Nadeau, 37-19. On your Harvest Food scoreboard, Walker with the basketball, trapped by Bigfork in the corner Denning, and she's going to get fouled by Scout Nadeau. And Nadeau's third team foul. So Gambala comes in the ball game. Deshawn's comes in, and Schaefer for Loyola. Walker to inbound, gets it up to Twite. Twite, right side, will give it up to Walker, top of the key. And Walker with the basketball, gives it over to Twite, right wing, looking to drive. Twite up and under, blocked by Gambala, and Beth comes up with a loose ball. Beth quickly up the court, looking to drive, all the way up, under, and puts it off the glass, and no good. But she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two with 2:28 to go. And the foul on number 32. Linnea Schaefer, her second team foul. Barrett to the line to shoot two for Bigfork with 2:28 to go here in quarter number 3 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. First shot is good by Beth, and she'll get one more. I think the Valkyries have a chance. They got to put it under 10 going into the fourth quarter as they put pressure on Loyola. Second shot up, nothing at the bottom of the net by Beth. 37-21 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. The Valkyries trail by 16. And Walker. Walker gives it up. Twite back to Walker. Top of the keys, pressure put on by Bigfoot. Over Twite. Twite in the corner. To Deshawn's, to Esch. Knocked away by Beth. Otherwise, she had an open layup as Beth hustling, even with the injured knee. Walker will inbound, looking. Gets it out to Deshawn's. Deshawn's looking back to Walker on the left wing. Walker looking to drive. Takes it up, throws it up. Fouls on the ground. Fouls on Callie Martins. That's her first 14 foul. And Walker to inbound for Loyola. Give it up to Esch. Esch will look to drive. Brings it out top of the key. Over to Walker. Walker. Top of the key, guarded by Benz. Benz doing a nice job on Walker. Esch, right wing. Looking to drive baseline. And Benz tried to pick up the charge. She picks up the blocking foul, or reach-in foul. Second on Audrey Benz, 15 foul on Bigfork. Clevenger back in for Esch for Loyola. Here with 1:53 to go in quarter number 3. Inbound, Walker will inbound, gets it out to Twite. Twite, top of the key, gets it over to Walker. Walker, now the top of the key, guarded by Benz. Walker's three-point shot from the left wing is good. And the Valkyries trail by 19. 40-21. Beth with the basketball, looking, gives it over to Martins, back door to Benz. Benz will give it up to Chapius, knocked away. Clevenger comes up with it, will give it to Walker. Walker looking and hustling and knocking it out of bounds is Audrey Benz. And she'll pick up the personal as Walker tried to score. 1:22 to go, and that's her third personal 16 foul. Laney Walker to the line to shoot two for Bigfork, for Loyola, as Bigfork trails 41-21 on the Harvard Food scoreboard. Sorry comes in the ballgame, checking in, number 31, Ellie Jort, for Bigfork for the first time. Walker makes the second, and Walker goes out as Giovanna Horner comes in the ballgame for Loyola. 1:22 to go, 42-21, as Loyola's doubled up Bigfork into Jort. Jort with the basketball will give it over to Chapius in the left corner to Sari. Top of the key, Chapius looking, and Chapius, yep, she does. She travels as she tried to take off and drive without putting the ball on the court, with 1:12 to go here in quarter number 3. Horner inbounding to Clevenger. Molly McHugh also in the ballgame for Loyola. Give it back to Horner. Horner looking to drive. Baseline goes Schaefer. Schaefer goes up. And she'll go to the free throw line, and she got fouled on the baseline by number 15, Madison Chapius. 17 foul on Bigfork, third on Chapius with 1 minute to go here in quarter number 3. Once again, the winner of the ball game will head to the semifinals at 6:30 tomorrow night. Loser has the 8 a.m. ball game tomorrow morning against the Deer Lodge Lady Wardens as Scout Nadeau comes back in the ball game, replacing Chapius. And one more for Schaefer at the free throw line. Second shot off the rim and drops for Loyola. 44-21, under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Fouls number 32, Linnea Schaefer. Her third team foul. And Bigfork will take it out underneath. As Beth will inbounds. Gets it over to Nadeau. Nadeau left corner finds Sorry drives the baseline, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 52 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. 14 foul on Loyola.
Fouls on Horner.
Fouls on Horner. Her first, 14 foul. And Sari makes the first one for Bigfork, and she'll get one more. Off the rim, no good, and Clevenger comes up with a rebound for Loyola. Quickly up, McHugh, right wing, gives it up to Schaefer. Schaefer looking trapped. A Bigfork right to Sari. Sari gonna drive. And on the floor goes pass to Jennifer McHugh, knocked away by Beth and out of bounds as Sari went to get on the floor. Nope. And gives it over to Horner. Horner will give out to McHugh. McHugh top of the key, trapped by Bigfork. Throws it away. Gambala gets it quickly up. Beth looking to drive. Up, under, off the backboard, no good. Gets her own rebound. Looking to go up. Nothing called. And Beth on the floor. Gambala comes up with a loose ball, steals it from McHugh. Gambala left-handed off the glass and good for Bigfork with 5 seconds to go and the clock running down in quarter number 3. So, after 3 quarters, it is Loyola 44, Bigfork 24 on the UPS Store scoreboard. Hey, Northwestern Energy, dedicated service. Northwestern Energy team members have a tradition of dedicated service and are committed to providing the highest quality customer service possible. When you need service, Northwestern Energy workers will be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Northwestern Energy team members are proud to keep Montana energized. Northwestern Energy, energy from Montana, proud sponsor of Montana High School athletics here. We're back with the 4th quarter as the Valkyries trail 44-24 on the UPS Store scoreboard. Well, 4th quarter, Valkyries trail by 20 and Loyola with the basketball. Their starters back in, Walker, Twite, Denning, Schaefer, not the starter, and Esch. And for Bigfork, it is the starters. Benz, Beth, Chapius, Sari, and Benz a 3-point shot up top of the rim, no good. Rebounded there and fighting for it. It steps on a baseline is Chapius, along with Scout Nadeau in the ball game for Bigfork. A good look. And Walker will give it over to Twite in the backcourt. Back to Walker, right side, guarded by Benz. And Right, Esch, baseline jumper is good for 2. And they lead 46-24 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. Benz quickly, top of the key. We'll give it over to Sari, right wing. Chapius, top of the key, 3-point shot off the rim, no good. And backboard, and Walker will come up with the rebound. Quickly up, should give it up to Dwight. Dwight left wing. We'll give it back out to Walker. Walker looking, double team. And Esch had to go to the basketball. She got fouled by Nadeau as she tried to get in there and steal it. And that is Scout Nadeau's second, 18th foul. So Esch will go to the line to shoot 1-1 for Loyola. And Gambala will come back in for Nadeau. 6:54 to go here in the ball game. Esch, first shot, misses it. It'll be Bigfork basketball, knocked out of bounds by Loyola. And Loyola putting on full court pressure, up by 22. And into Sari. Sari need to push it up the court and look to drive. Held ball. Error point stays with Bigfork. And Martins will check back in for Bigfork for Beth. 6:45 to go in the ball game. And Benz to inbounds for the Valkyries. Right to Chapius. Chapius looking. Knocked away by Walker. Esch comes up with it. And Esch across the timeline for Loyola. Looking to drive in the corner. Walker, 3-point shot is good. Laney Walker. And Benz up quickly. Top of the key. Gives it over to Chapius on the right wing. Chapius looking underneath. Finds Gambala. Gambala got pushed from behind by Denning. And good call there by the officials. As Laney Denning picks up her second 15 foul. And Clevenger back in the ball game for Dwight for Loyola. 6:20 to go in the ball game. Valkyries trail 49-24 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Benz to inbounds, looking, gets it out. Too strong for Sari. And it'll be turnover to Loyola. Clevenger gets it into Walker. Back to Clevenger. Pressure put on by Bigfork. Back to Walker, left side. Walker looking, knocked away. And she steps on the half-court line. That is an over-back violation on Loyola. And Beth and Nadeau back in for Bigfork. And it'll be the Valkyries basketball with 6:10 to go. And Chapius will inbound in front of the scorer's table. And she'll get it into Benz in the front court. Chapius looking, drive. Loses the basketball and knocked away by Loyola. By Denning, it'll be Bigfork basketball with 6:03 to go. Beth tying her shoes, ready to inbound for the Valkyries. Nadeau. Chapius, 3-point shot on the way, no good. Rebounded by Esch for Loyola. Quickly out, gives it up to Walker. Walker looking to push it underneath. Clevenger up, under, off the glass, and good for Loyola. Benz will inbound to Beth. Beth quickly up the court looking. Gets in the corner to Sari. Sari out to Benz. Benz top of the key looking to drive. Puts up a shot just short. Rebounded by Denning for Loyola. She'll give it up to Walker. And Walker picks up her dribble, has to get it up to Clevenger. Quickly up. Schaefer gives it over to Denning, back out to Walker. Walker to Clevenger. Baseline to Schaefer. Guarded by Beth. Player control foul on Linnea Schaefer, her fourth 16 foul. And 53, Evelyn DeShans comes back in for Loyola. And a timeout taken by Bigfork with 5:13 to go, and the Valkyries trail 51-24. on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. We're back with more completion of this ball game from Eureka, Montana. All right, welcome back to Eureka. Bigfork basketball in the backcourt. And full court pressure put on by Ash as Loyola's up 51-24 with 5:13 to go. Into Chapius. Chapius will get over to Benz. Benz top of the key for Bigfork. Looking to give it to Beth. Throws it too high for Sorry. And a turnover by the Valkyries. Probably too many today for Bigfork. With 5:05 to go. Inbound to Esch by Loyola. We'll give it over to Schaefer. Schaefer got it by Chapius. Give it over to Walker. Walker in the corner to Clevenger. Clevenger baseline drive. Off the rim, no good. Right there is Chapius getting the rebound, but she got fouled on the rebound. 53. Deshawn's on the foul. That puts Bigfork in a 1-1. That's first on Deshawn's. And 17 foul. That puts Chapius in the line, shooting 1-1. And Ellie Jort back in, replacing Audrey Benz for Bigfork. 4:48 to go here in the ball game. 51-24. Loyola leads on UPS store scoreboard. Chapius off the rim, no good. Right there is Nadeau. Nadeau up, under, puts it off the glass, and scores 2 on the rebound off the missed free throw by Scout Nadeau. Jort guarding Walker. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer looking. Over to Esch. Esch looking to drive. Esch, short jumper, no good. Rebounded by Sorry looking. Give it up to Chapius. Chapius looking. Top of the key for Bigfork. Got to come in and score. Trying to find Barrett. Barrett find it underneath. Off the glass, no good. Barrett right there, get the rebound. Put it back up is Ellie Jort. And inbound to Walker. Jort guarding her. And whistle blows. Foul to number 31. Ellie Jort, her first 19th foul. That'll put Walker at the line, shooting 1-1 for Loyola with 4:01 to go here in the ball game. First shot is up and good by Walker. She'll get one more. Second shot off the rim, falls off, no good. Chapius with the rebound. She must have double-digit rebounds, excuse me. Done a great job. Chapius looking. Gives it to Jort. Jort looking. Over to Chapius. Chapius right wing, guarded by Clevenger. Chapius underneath, finds Beth. Beth up on the glass. Scores it for 2. A nice shot by Emma Beth. And the Valkyries trail 52-30. 3:30 to go. Walker with the basketball. And Jort makes Walker give it over to Esch. Esch guarded by Sorry. Underneath is the cutting Deshawn's. And looked like she got fouled by Scout Nadeau. Third on Nadeau. That's should be the 10th team foul. Marlon McHugh comes in the ball game for Esch. And at the line, number 53, Deshawn's to shoot 2. I think she would have had 2 anyway. I think she was in the shooting motion But she'll get 2 here. Will Deshawn's. First shot up off the rim and no good. She'll get 1 more. Gambala back in the lineup for Bigfork, replacing Nadeau with 3:19 to go. Coach probably looking to rest her starters. They have an 8 a.m. ball game probably tomorrow morning. I mean, down 22 with 3:19. A big hill to climb. Second shot up, no good. And Gambala battling with Walker. It'll be Bigfork basketball as number 11, Jacobson, comes in the ball game, replacing Schaefer. And Chapius to inbound to Jort in the backcourt. 3:15 to go, and Chapius will bring it up for the Valkyries. Jort looking to drive. Kicks it out. Sorry. On the left wing, guarded by Walker. Corner, Gambala looking. Top of the key, Chapius looking. Need to get his shot up. Underneath the Barrett looking. Stolen away by Clevenger. And quickly up to Jacobson. Out to Clevenger. Jort guarding Walker. All over her. Clevenger gives it over to Jacobson, back to Clevenger. Clevenger over to McHugh looking to drive. Kicks it out, knocked away by Gambala, but Jacobson comes up with the loose ball. Sorry with the steal, up the court. Knocked away by Walker. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Callie Martins coming in the ballgame, replacing Chapius for the Valkyries. And nice job by Chapius on the backboard, on the boards today, excuse me. Number 14, Horner comes in. Number 20, Aura Lindauer, checking in for the first time for Loyola. And Barrett to inbound for Bigfork. Out to Jort looking. Kick up Barrett, 3-point shot from the right wing, off the rim, no good. The ball comes up with it. Martins with a loose ball, puts it off the backboard, off the rim, and drops for 2 by Callie Martins. 2 minutes to go, trailing by 20 on the Valkyries on the UPS Store scoreboard. Horner with the basketball, right wing, guarded by Martins. She'll give it over to Jacobson. Out to McHugh in the corner to Lindauer. Lindauer guarded by, and McHugh's 3-point shot from the right wing, off the backboard, no good. And Martins with the rebound for Bigfork. She'll give it up to Jort. Jort top of the key for Bigfork, underneath the Barrett up, under, and she got fouled, and she'll get 2. Fouls on number 10, Aura Lindauer, her first 18 foul, and Barrett will get 2 shots. I think Barrett's in the ball game, getting some game experience after to sit out the last couple. First shot up, off the rim, off the backboard, and drops. And checking in, number 23, Jamie Janetsky for Loyola, replacing Deshawn's with 1:34 to go. Beth, one more, up. Drops the free throw. And number 32 for Bigfork, Annika Ranson checking in for Beth. Beth will sit the rest of the way. 52-34 on the UPS Store scoreboard. And Horner with the basketball for Loyola. Over to McHugh. McHugh guarded by Ranson. Out to Jacobson. Guarded by Barrett. To Janetsky. Horner with the basketball. Guarded by Ranson. Out to Jacobson. Guarded by Jort. Jort putting nice pressure defense. Out to McHugh, guarded by Martins. Horner looking to drive. Up, no good. Knocked away by Janetsky as Gambala tried to come up with it. 1 minute to go exactly in the ball game. Valkyries trail by 18, 52-34 on the UPS Store scoreboard. Into Jort. Jort across the timeline. Over to Martins. Martins on the right wing. In the corner. Right wing corner, 3-point shot in the way. No good, and McHugh comes up with it. She goes down and nearly taken away by Bigfork. And knocked away by the Valkyries. It'll remain Loyola basketball. 42.7 to go. into Horner. McHugh with the basketball, looking to drive. Jacobson, top of the key, guarded by Jort. Jacobson. Horner in the corner to McHugh. McHugh gives it up to Janetsky. Kamala gets down on the floor and held ball. Error points towards Loyola with 21.9 to go. Jacobson to inbound for Loyola. Gets it in, knocked away by Bigfork. And Jacobson can't get in bounds and establish herself. She touches the basketball, so it'll be a turnover by Loyola to Bigfork. Inbound is short from Martins. Ellie bringing it up, looking in the corner, finds Ranson. Right wing, Martins. Ranson. Right side, out to Jort. Jort finds, sorry, baseline jumper off the rim, no good. Gabala right there. And fouls on 23, Janetsky. First and 19 fouls, so on the rebound, Gambala will go to the line shooting a 1-on-1 for the Valkyries. Makes the first one, should get one more. 3.3 to go in the ball game. This one's in the books. And Bigfork will have to play Deer Lodge tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock right here. Gambala's second shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Jacobson, then that should run out the clock. And it is. Your final, the Loyola Breakers 52, the Bigfork Valkyries 35. And that'll put Bigfork in the 8 a.m. loser out ball game, taking on the Deer Lodge Lady Wardens. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. I'll be back with your post game. Loyola will take on Eureka. The Lady Lions at 6:30 tomorrow night in semi-final action. I'll be back with your full game stats here momentarily from Eureka, Montana. All right, welcome back to Eureka, Montana as we wrap it up. 52-35, the final. Post game brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. Let's get for getting fit. Just got to get past his personal training Pilates. 850 Holt Drive in Bigfork, 837-25-82. Well, the Valkyries lose this one. They have to play tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. taking on Deer Lodge, the Lady Wardens, which they beat them handily down in Deer Lodge early as the game was delayed. So take a look at your full game stats and we'll wrap it up here from Eureka, Montana.
Spectators, please go towards the exit so we can get everything sanitized.
For Loyola, Brooke Dwight with 8 points. Clevenger, 11. 4 for Laney Denning. Walker hit 4 threes in the ball game. 17 points overall leading the way. Kelsey Esch with 8, and 4 by Linnea Schaefer, and 52 overall. Take a look at the Valkyries leading the way. Emma Beth, Scout and Nadeau had a good ball game, so did Beth. And take a look at, was right close right there. Beth with 13 on the day, 12 by Scout and Nadeau, but not much else going on. Callie Gambala came off the bench, scored 3, 2 by Callie Martins. Ellie Jordan even got 2 on there, 1 by Sari, and 2 by Madison Chapius. Overall 35, and they take this one on the chin at 52-35. So what does that mean? It puts Bigfork at a 8 a.m. ball game tomorrow morning, and we'll have that here right for you on BFST events here on YouTube, as the Valkyries will take on the Lady Wardens of Deer Lodge, who they beat earlier in the year. Down in Deer Lodge, so they're going to come ready to play. Loser out action. Again, talk about 3 teams from each from the west side make it to state this year, so they have an opportunity. They're going to have to take it the hard way and go all the way through the loser out bracket to get to the semifinal, win that semifinal to make it as the 3rd seed to state. So a more difficult road. Loyola has to take on the host team, the Lady Lions of Eureka, tomorrow night at 6:30 in the semifinal ball game. So tomorrow we'll have 2 ball games for you. First at 8 a.m. it'll be the Bigfork Valkyries taking on the Deer Lodge Lady Wardens, and then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon it'll be the Bigfork Vikings taking on the Anaconda Copperheads. We'll have both of those games for you right here on BFST events on YouTube. Once again, a final from Eureka in the 2021 Divisional Basketball Tournament. It was a 52-35 loss by the Valkyries to the Loyola Breakers here. And thanks for joining us today and listening, and we'll talk to you and see you tomorrow on Bigfork Valkyrie and Viking Network here on BFST events. Once again, final 52-35. The Valkyries take this on the chin. Wherever you are, have a great day and good afternoon.